It's Monday, April 11, 2011. In this week's BeakerBeat, the FDA missed the target again. What they missed and why it matters coming up. Plus, find out why specialty drugs are now the new growth segment. And a new finding challenges conventional wisdom about the risks of some hormones used in menopause. All that and more in this week's edition of BeakerBeat, brought to you by Daiichi Sankyo. To learn more about Daiichi Sankyo, visit their company webpage on Beaker.com. Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of BeakerBeat. I'm Mike Justice, thanks for tuning in. It is opening day here in the T-ball world, and we're here checking out some of these future All-Stars. Or not. Either way, here's this week's top story. The FDA has once again missed its target for releasing guidance on social media and internet marketing. The agency was supposed to issue guidance in the first quarter after a previous delay, but still no answers. Is it that they don't care? Not according to this statement. Quote, policy and guidance development for promotion of FDA-regulated medical products using the internet and social media tools are among our highest priorities. Despite our limited resources and increasing workload, we remain committed to this area. That's from the FDA. The trouble here may be that they don't know how to regulate it without stifling innovation and creativity. To their credit, they have sought out input from the industry on how to handle social media, but that may be their biggest problem, trying to control it. One thing we have learned, particularly recently in northern African countries like Tunisia and Egypt, is that social media can't really be controlled. They may be better off letting companies jump in and slap wrists when deemed necessary. That's not really guidance, but social media is unlike any other form of media and communication, so an unconventional approach might be their only choice. We shall see eventually. So tell us what you think about this story or any story that you see in today's show. It's very simple. Click on the orange button below me. A box will pop up. Type in your comment, send it to me. I promise I'll read and respond to every one of them.
And when you're done watching BeakerBeat, check out Beaker's blog, where we ask, what's in a name? See why one pharma giant is contemplating a name change and the pros and cons of such a move. That story and more on Beaker's blog.
Okay, here comes the next big thing. Number 9, Addison Justice. Watch the power. Watch the pure hitting stroke when he swings. It'll amaze you. There he goes. And he needs to remember to run. Look, now watch him lollygag to first. Yeah, there you go. Spending on traditional meds may still be on the rise, but it's the complex treatments for multiple sclerosis, cancer, inflammatory conditions, and other diseases that are really capturing the dollars, according to a new report from Express Scripts. Branded drug prices grew by 9.6% overall last year, but specialty drug spending grew by 19.6%. And while traditional branded meds must fight cheaper generics, those specialty drugs generally have few or no generic rivals. Express Scripts estimates that specialty drugs will account for 40% of drug spending in the U.S. by 2014. No surprise then that so many drug makers are targeting those specialty markets. Time for some quick hits now, and well, these aren't really quick hits, these are more methodical. Patience. Yeah, we'll try it again. We're still waiting. Just gonna wait. Number 8 here it's gonna be a home run. Watch it. Device makers may see lower user fees than expected in fiscal 2012. The reason? A series of continuing resolutions passed by Congress has resulted in CDRH collecting more money this year than it's authorized to spend. Basically, they're only allowed to collect the 2010 limit of $57 million rather than the fiscal 2011 of $61.9 million. So, anything over the $57 million could be designated toward user fee reduction in fiscal 2012. The FDA has denied Merck's request to market Gardasil to older women. The vaccine is currently approved for girls from 9 to 26 years old, as well as for boys and young men. Merck had been counting on a new use to help reverse a Gardasil sales slide, down $500 million from its 2007 high of $1.48 billion. Medtronic will merge its vascular and cardiac sales divisions in the U.S. into a single sales group effective May 1st. The new group will include about 2,700 sales staff. Effective this month, Health Canada set a standard of 120 days from when it accepts a medical device establishment license application to issue the license, and 250 days for handling drug establishment license applications. The government body also raised user fee rates. GlaxoSmithKline and Xenoport won clearance from the FDA to start selling a new drug for restless leg syndrome. Shares of Xenoport rocketed up 57% in after-hours trading on that news. The company stands to earn $100 million a year from U.S. sales of the drug. The FDA claims it has taken steps to protect its data after one of its chemists was accused of using insider information to make millions on biotech stock trades. FDA Commissioner Margaret Hamburg said in a memo to staff that she had taken a, quote, number of immediate steps to address potential vulnerabilities, including a new tracking system to better monitor employee access of data. On March 29th, the chemist and his son were charged with using inside information about drug approvals to earn more than $3.6 million in profits. Here's Jeremy's favorite story. Why oh did I ever leave Ohio? According to a report by industry group BioOhio, Ohio's biosciences sector saw a nearly 20% jump in jobs from 2000 to 2009. Plus, each year from 2004 to 2010, an average of 59 bioscience firms either opened or set up facilities in the Buckeye State. Checking Money Matters now, and I think I probably made a mistake betting on the blue team. That's right, get it, throw it to something. Cardinal Health 200 has agreed to supply the Army, Navy, and other military agencies under the U.S. Department of Defense with surgical products. The 2-year federal contract is worth $1.02 billion. Merck will acquire eye drug developer Inspire Pharmaceuticals for $430 million in cash. The $5 per share price reflects a small 26% premium for investors in the Raleigh, North Carolina-based biotech. Inspire struck out early this year when its lead drug for cystic fibrosis flunked a late-stage study. San Diego's Zacharon Pharma has landed a $210 million discovery deal with Pfizer. The plan is to target new drugs for rare diseases. Novartis is selling the global rights to skin medicine Alidol to Sweden's Meda for $420 million. The deal will boost Meda's position in dermatology. I don't know what he's doing. A new finding challenges conventional wisdom about the risks of some hormones used in menopause. A major government study has found that years after using estrogen-only therapy, certain women had a markedly reduced risk of breast cancer and heart attack. The research is likely to surprise women and their doctors, who for years have heard frightening news about the risks of hormone therapy. But most of those fears are related to the use of a combination of two hormones, estrogen and progestin. Those are prescribed to relieve hot flashes and other symptoms of menopause and have been shown to increase a woman's risk of breast cancer. The new findings, reported in JAMA, come from 10,739 women in the Women's Health Initiative study who had previously had a hysterectomy. An author of the study said the findings underscored the fact that the risks and benefits of menopause hormones change depending on a woman's health status, age, and the hormone used. Well, that's it for this week's edition of BeakerBeat. I'm Mike Justice. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Now it's time to see if I can get in the game. Show these kids how to play. Although I may still need to use the tee. Sit, Beaker. Sit. Good dog.